Hello. Okay, hey.
Hello.
I think we are actually live now and people can actually hear us.
Aye, aye, aye.
Okay. Hello. Okay, hey.
Hello.
I think we are. Hello. Hello. Okay,
Hello.
I think now we are good. Say something.
Say something.
Aye.
Charlie, go ahead and say something.
You didn't hear me?
Okay, there we go. I'm seeing the bar move now, so I'm assuming that everything is working. Let me go over to the YouTube and we will see. Let me see if I can hear this. Hello. Hello? Okay,
Hello.
I think now we are good. Say something.
Say something.
Aye.
I'm not Charlie, go ahead and say something.
You didn't hear me?
Okay, there we go. I'm seeing the bar move now, so I'm assuming that everything. Okay, we are good.
You too.
We are good. Jeez. What a wonderful world that we're living in. Okay, so if anybody is watching this right now, I apologize. We are complete professionals at all of this. No, we are professional amateurs.
Amateurs?
Yeah, let me try turning you up a little bit. Can't really hear you. Boom.
Boom.
Okay. So yeah, now we got audio. Everything's working good. We can talk. People can hear us. All that good stuff. So, what you guys didn't hear, if you guys were watching from the beginning, we are doing an open panel discussion on the whole Hunter Biden situation with his plea deal and what's going on with that. Thank you in the live chat. Glad that you can hear us. But yeah, there is a link in the live chat that you can click if you want to hop on and share your opinions about anything that's going on, really. I mean, we're open to talking about anything, but we're going to open it up with this. So go ahead and actually introduce your guys' self to the internet now that people can hear you guys.
Well, I'm Charlie Goldsmith, co-host a couple of Hoosiers, and glad to be here.
Yeah.
In the great state of Indiana.
Yeah.
I am no one.
He's no one. He is no one, but he is here. And we are
here, but I am no one. I'm the voice of the people for truth, but I am no one.
Beautiful words. Okay, everything is working correctly. So let's jump into this first article real quick. I'll jump over to here. I don't have any videos to play. Usually we have videos and stuff like that. I didn't want to do this on this. I kind of just wanted it to be just a discussion. We're only going to look at this one article, and then we're going to kind of just like just talk about it and stuff like that. But let me go ahead and
converse.
Let me go ahead and share this to you guys. That way you guys can see. Put it on here. Click it. Boom. It is on the screen. And yeah, everybody can see it. Cool.
How
I like it when
judge turned the tables on Hunter Biden's sweetheart plea deal.
Wait, why'd it go to you?
Huh?
For some reason, it's showing you next to the article now, and I don't like it.
On mine, it's showing the article.
On mine, it's showing both of you.
I see Ricky, I see me, and I see the screen.
I see all of us on the right, and I see it. Jesus.
Yeah. All right. That's not going to work. We're not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and read a little bit of this, and we'll get the general gist of what is going on. From the Federalist, how a federal judge turned the tables on Hunter Biden's sweetheart plea deal. This came out July 27th. But Judge Norika knew lawyers were trying to paint her into a corner and hide the ball while forcing her to rubber stamp their absurd bargain. Okay, so Hunter Biden arrived in Delaware federal court on Wednesday morning, expecting that in a few short hours he would walk out a free man with full immunity from prosecution for an exceedingly wide range of alleged criminal conduct. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Ranging from gun and drug charges to foreign influence peddling. His expectation was that his deal would be insulated from challenges from the presiding judge or from the prosecutorial change of heart under a future administration. His expectation was that his legal ordeals were coming to a close. Instead, U.S. District Court Judge Norika picked apart his plea deal with surgical precision, exposing its legal contradictions and upbraiding both defense counsel and the Department of Justice for structuring an unprecedented deal that, in her view and mine, was illegal and unconstitutional. I have reviewed the hearing transcript from Wednesday's aborted change of plea hearing, as well as the agreed to plea agreement and pretrial diversion agreement that Hunter thought were his salvation. I have spoken to individuals who were in the courtroom and witnessed Judge Norika's upturning of the apple cart. Based on my experience as a federal prosecutor and based on everything that I have seen and heard, there is what I believe to be the story of Hunter's blown plea. So, he was expecting to get this nice plea deal. This judge came, said no. Said no. Not going to happen.
As damn well they should have too.
Yeah. Because I mean, like a lot of this has been pretty there we go. A lot of this has been pretty upsetting to see somewhat of a two-tiered justice system going on. You know, where everybody's constantly, like, even the media is constantly hammering down, oh, Trump did this, Trump did that, all this and that, and, like, completely ignoring everything that's going on with the corrupt Biden family. But to see that his plea deal is getting shot down and he might actually face some charges, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I don't understand why they're even, like, why this is even in debate, man. There's, like, video proof of himself smoking crack on TV.
Mm-hmm.
There's video proof of himself sitting with prostitutes. There's video proof of himself sitting with young women, mostly naked. You know, like, how can they refute that? And it is also funny that every time something that they have on Biden comes out, immediately thereafter they come out with 36 more fucking indictments on Trump. Like, forget about the fact that my son is really breaking the law. We're going to investigate these fake charges we got on Trump.
Right.
You know, it's the cloak and dagger stuff, man. Like, super secretive, you know, top secret. We're not talking about it kind of stuff, too, you know.
You got something?
I was going to, yeah. This sweetheart deal was made by two people working together, the DOJ and his DOJ and yeah, they are dogs, but the DOJ and Hunter's attorneys were actually working on the same side, so they had the same line of thinking, and that's why they came up with this deal, thinking they could get it passed. But I'm just thankful for a Trump appointed judge had the insight to say, whoa, wait a minute. We rushed through these things so fast, you know, trying to get it done under the table or something like that. I'm thankful that she questioned them. And Yeah, I think there's so much more going on here. He is they have to get him off. They have to get him off. That side has to. It's just he's like this little tip of this big iceberg underneath of him. You know, like he's the big. You know, he's a very very low position in this crime family that includes other families that are going to get involved with this.
Right.
Eventually, they have to. I mean, um, yeah, it's about to all go down. It's
Oh,
about
Well,
yeah.
to
like
all
the
go down.
Obamas, you know, they're intertwined in this. So if Hunter goes down, they're all going down. You
Yeah,
know.
they're all going to get subpoenaed. They're all going to. What did you know? When did you know?
My
It's
question is
just
if he does go down, is he going to turn on the family? Like, is he just going to spill the guts, or or worse yet, is somebody going to off him if it looks like he's going to go to prison? You
why
know,
would why was he staying at the White House? Why was it? I mean, why was this guy staying at the White House? They're trying to protect him. They want him dead. I mean, Joe Biden's might be slow, but he's not stupid. I mean, they probably do want him dead. How many of the Clintons and Obama's people have mysteriously become unalive for there's just
They were
they're
just
keeping him
really
at the White House to keep him safe.
yeah, they were just really unhappy with their lives, and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
couldn't take
yeah.
it anymore. Completely legitimate. Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter's just the tip of the iceberg,
Oh, definitely.
and that's why the push to not have Trump, because
Yeah, I was
he
trying to.
will he will carry this out. He will.
oh, if Trump hits office again, for sure he's going headhunting.
For
I'm like
sure.
100% sure of that. He's going to bring it all toppling down.
But
You know, and I think that's what they're afraid of.
but I really don't think Trump will get in. I really don't. I
I
think they're
don't
going to
think
stop
so
him.
either, honestly.
I did see.
I think if it looks like he's going to take another term, honestly, I think if it looks like he's going to take another term, they'll oust him before he gets to serve it.
Possibly. Yeah, I did see MSNBC tweeting out the other day an article saying Hunter Biden's brazen nepo baby behavior is a liability. And then they said the opinion Hunter Biden can't stop gifting the GOP with potential scandals. So it's like even I saw a video. I honestly should have included it for the intro video, but I didn't have anything set up, so my bad. But there was this video of whatever her name is, the press secretary lady that I can't really stand.
Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre. But yeah, a bunch of media heads were actually grilling her on this because I like even the media is starting to come out on the whole Biden thing, which is honestly pretty crazy to me because they like these past 2 years they've been pretty like soft glove with their candidate that they want because Orange being bad, anybody else is anything better, but things just keep on rolling out with just things that they just cannot deny anymore. So I'm happy a little bit on that part that they're actually starting to ask some serious questions. But I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, there's just all the like, I mean, really the biggest thing that needs to be investigated is the foreign affairs that Hunter Biden was involved in, and if Joe Biden had any deals with that when he was vice president. I mean, that's the biggest. Like, honestly,
Well,
who
so
who
far
cares?
there's speculations that Joe himself has taken money from China.
Exactly, that's the thing that needs to be.
Apparently, up to 30 million that they've accounted for so far, and then it's climbing.
So, like the whole thing with Hunter Biden being a crackhead and hanging out with prostitutes. I mean, yeah, not a good thing, and also leaving a firearm in a trash can near an elementary school is like horrible. I mean, the big thing that we have to know is like national security, and do we have all these swamp creatures in office that are just going to use their political ties to get monetary gains and all that stuff. That's the big thing that needs to be checked in on. Let me go over here. Trying to see stuff. Boom.
I just still think that this is. I don't believe anything that's coming out of Washington right now.
Oh, no.
Nothing. And I think everything is a psyop. I think everything is planned and manipulated. It's. I think there's so many bigger things.
Would you say that everything is fake and gay?
I would definitely say things are definitely fake and gay. Yes.
Yes.
That's their agenda. That's what the Chinese paid. The Chinese are getting what they paid for.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted us to crumble from the inside so that we're easier to take over. We owe them a bunch of money. Nobody trusts the leaders. China, they made a good deal.
China effectively already owns us.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of people who own us, let me see if I can... I saw this the other day, and I thought that this was pretty interesting. I'm going to try to share this over here. Yeah. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
See if I can make it bigger on here. Yeah. The three Republican choices for president.
Who are they? I can't see it that much.
Yeah, it's Ron DeSantis. Here, let me stop sharing this. It's Ron DeSantis, Donald Trump, and RFK, and they're all in Jerusalem wearing little yarmulkes, touching the Israel wall. That's something that doesn't get talked about a whole lot. Everybody constantly goes over to China and all that stuff, but I think it was 2018. I think the last I saw, we were sending like billions of dollars over there.
To China?
No, to Israel.
Oh.
The tiny hat people.
The tiny hat people, yes.
But we are on YouTube, so we have to be sensitive about what we say because they do get a little butthurt, and they like to throw out that anti-Semitism word real quick when you start talking about all their discrepancies. I'm just saying. Kind of interesting.
I'm just saying.
I might be the wrong one for this show then because
no, that
I understand that YouTube has to have a platform to keep everything to their narrative, but
got to keep it safe.
We've been sold a narrative that everybody sees through it. Everybody, they pumped us
Not
so
everybody.
much full of even the people that claim they don't see it, they know. They know.
I
would like to go out
on YouTube right now, but just because they're the silencers of freedom of speech when it comes to the internet, one of the biggest.
See, we have been streaming on Rumble, and I really do like Rumble. My only problem is I've been noticing with a lot of people, they are there's
a couple I noticed that they do intros on YouTube to just 15-minute inserts.
But Rumble itself is like adjusting like the view counts and stuff like that to pump up the numbers to make it look like people are doing real good on that. I don't know. I don't know the whole ins and outs. I've just been hearing speculations about it. I like Rumble. I hope it does succeed, and I hope it throws YouTube under the bus and nobody ever uses this dirty platform anymore. But what I'm trying to do is, just see if we can get people coming over. Because like I said, if you guys are watching this, there is a link in the live chat.
I think that's what you're doing the show for. We're on YouTube right now. We can just sit back and watch videos. We can sit back and watch podcasters give their opinions. Both sides have evidence. They can do what they want, but we the people need to start getting engaged. We need to engage and come together because frankly, the narrative that they're pushing on us is done. I mean, the people just we cannot handle what they've done to us. They've got us in World War III. They've gotten us in debt. They've gotten us divided amongst ourselves, where we'd rather see a color or a choice and think, "Oh, I'm offended," rather than, "Hey, you're my neighbor. Let's work together and be a better people." And it's just so you have very few platforms that actually let people unite. And I think you doing this open forum, I think people should get on, whether you agree with me or disagree.
Yeah, I mean,
with
it's
you
just
know, it's about coming together.
Like you said, like a lot of people are just like, you know, just watching people talk and like give out their opinions. What I hope to do with this is just provide a place that like people can actually like get in and put their opinions in. I know not everybody's going to want to show their face and all that stuff, and some of them probably shouldn't. But no, I mean even if people wanted to come on and not, I get the whole anonymity thing, and like people don't want to show their face, because there are jobs out there that if they hear you saying things that they don't agree with, they will fire you. So I mean, it's a big risk actually, like doing this. I mean, luckily I work for companies that aren't gay, but yeah. Here, while I'm showing you guys stuff, I saw this, just a little caveat and something to make people go like, what the hell? Since, you know, there's so many crazy things going on in the world, I figure I shouldn't be the only person that has to suffer with seeing stuff like this. So you guys, since you guys are here with me, are going to have to endure in this as well. So take a look. Man who spent $20,000 to transform himself into border collie steps out for first ever walk in public.
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up, because I've seen this on Twitter, and I seen the picture, and I refuse to read it. So I'd really like to know, is the consciousness of this guy in this dog now?
No,
is that what they're saying?
No, he is the dog. He had surgery that makes him look like a border collie. Hey, you're muted.
Who?
Charlie? I think so. I don't know. I'm not hearing you, though. Hello? No, you're not muted. I don't know, but I'm not hearing you.
I don't hear him. I don't hear Charlie.
What you done did. But, yeah, no. Yeah. No, he's...
That's really him, and he's just crawling around.
Yeah. Nope.
He had that hair extended on his whole body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is an actual person.
Hey, somebody just texted me, Burker, wanted a link. Can you send him that link? I don't know if I go to...
Yeah, 1 second.
So we should never have dead air. People don't like to just watch faces floating, so I'm going to sing a song.
Okay, so back to the show. Hey, Charlie, try checking if your mic is actually queued up with this chat. Like, there should be 3 dots where you can check your settings, and go into there and check your mic. See if you got your mic actually queued up into it. Because when you muted and
I love you,
did all that, oh, thanks.
I don't want you to leave. I don't really. Cool. Sorry, my son was leaving.
Breaking the.
I apologize.
Breaking the
everyone.
veil.
My son's important. You get a chance to talk to your son, you do it.
Yeah.
My grandkids were
Well,
over today.
Yeah,
I saw
no.
my
What did you do, Charlie?
face. Except for the granddaughter.
He's probably going to jump back in. So yeah, this is how absurd our world is getting because we've accepted so much nonsense. Oh, hey, we got somebody joining. Be sure to turn your mic on and your camera on if you want your camera on. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Hey, now we can hear you.
Charlie.
Awesome.
Hey.
What's up, fellas?
What's up? And we got a new edition.
Hey, guys.
Well, now
Can you hear me?
What's
yes,
going on?
we can hear you, but since you joined in late, you are going to have to suffer with seeing what we just saw. So prepare yourself for the absurdity.
Oh, no.
Frightening.
Okay, and
Not as bad.
And share.
Oh, my gosh. I read this one.
Yeah.
Heck.
A man spent $20,000 to transform himself into a border collie, and he went out into public. Like,
I don't even know what to think.
People could probably say, it's his money. He can spend it how he wishes. Okay. What doctor is doing this? And how are they not breaking like the Hippocratic Oath?
You want to be a dog? I can make you dog.
Like, did he go to Thailand or something like that? I know there's doctors over there will do about anything. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Brian.
I can't hear you, Brian.
Can you hear me?
Hey, there we go.
I was just saying that if you want to be treated like a bitch, we can treat you like a bitch.
Basically, goodness.
I mean, we've heard of the people who identify as cats and all that stuff, but now it's getting to a whole new. Because this is the same escalation that we saw with the whole transgender phenomenon. And I don't want to stick on this subject too far.
Furry?
Yeah, the furries.
Isn't that furries? Stuff. They're called furries. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gross and weird, and I don't like them. But we seen the same escalation with that, and like I said, I don't want to stay on this topic too long. Because yeah,
it'd be like humping your leg, wouldn't it?
Do what?
Like humping your legs on this subject.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's what?
So does that mean that he can get in trouble for humping people's legs now, or?
I'm just wondering if we can use shot collars and cattle prods.
I'm wondering if he bites somebody, does that mean they're going to put him down?
Yes. I vote yes.
I vote yes as well.
I know I just got here. I have to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to keep this on.
Yeah,
you don't know if he's spreading rabies,
No doubt. Yeah, I just saw that, and I had to bring it up, because that's what I do. I cannot be the only person suffering with knowing about this absurdity, and I have to put everybody else in the mix with it. But
think about the people around. Think about the people around this person that actually encouraged him or didn't stand in his way and say,
"Yeah,
dude."
Like this is something that I noticed that especially with the Skittle stuff and all that stuff, they say be kind, be loving, love is love, and all this stuff, be nice. How is that nice?
What is love?
Yeah, exactly. What is love?
I don't think it's love just to let somebody act fool.
True.
That's not love. Oh, yeah, just go ahead. Do whatever you want.
It's none of my business,
There's a point where you let,
That's what people say. It's none of my business.
You can't force your views on somebody else.
Watch me.
But at the same time, you really can't. I mean, if they're not.
Now, Ricky, I'm just going to be honest with you because this is just the kind of guy I am. If you ever come to me with the thoughts of turning yourself into a dog or anything other than yourself, I'm going to slap shit out of you. I'm just gonna slap you.
That's not being very tolerant.
Shit.
That's not being very tolerant.
Charlie. I don't care.
Jeez.
You know, I just want to say
too close to home, man.
I think that there's easier ways to gain access to the dog parks, and I don't know that this was completely necessary.
Like, I mean, oh man, we're just.
So what is that? Like a poodle file then?
Poodle file.
I think this is I don't think the story is true. There's no way anybody is going to do this to themselves. I think it's a fake story.
Well,
nobody made that costume for nothing.
This is
oh my goodness.
So then what? Now when he wants to become back to becoming a man again, is he going to have to, there's just no way this is real. There's just.
Well, one thing is he's going to have to start shaving again.
Okay.
If he wants to be a man, he's going to have to shave again.
He's going to have to stop sniffing butts too.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a bit of
changed to a dog because he did it as a human.
There was a bit of fake news to that. He didn't spend $20,000. He only spent $14,000.
Yep.
And it is a costume.
So he got the special.
Yeah, it is a costume.
It's not a costume.
Yeah, it's a costume.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, because when I first read, because I didn't look too far into it, I just assumed, and you know what assuming does, makes an ass out of you and me. But the way things are going in today's society, it would not shock me. Like I know I've seen that black lizard guy, whatever, who turned himself, like he completely tattooed his whole body to where he's all.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy. I've seen him.
Had bone things added to him, so he's got like spikes off his face and everything. Yeah, had his eyes changed. Did you see have you seen the Black Alien? That's another weird one.
I think that's the guy that I'm talking about. I think he is called the Black Alien.
Yeah, and he was a white dude.
Yeah,
had his entire his entire body all tattooed up. Had his fingers surgically merged to have 3 total fingers instead of 5.
Yep.
Like, wow, where the hell are your parents, dude?
Probably prison.
Probably in prison or a heroin addict or
something. But yeah. So Brian.
Yes,
what do you think about Hunter Biden's plea deal falling through?
Oh, I feel bad for him because that's certainly a struggle that he's got to face now. And the fact that they didn't, and the reason I think it fell through is because there was some discrepancy about the judge wanted to know, does this exclude Hunter from prosecution down the road? And I think that was the major hangup in it, from my understanding. And, that just makes me wonder, what is that poor man going to have to face? Let me rephrase that. What is that poor man child going to have to face down the road? If he were to be held accountable for other things, like, I don't know.
It's called prison, right?
I think
it's called prison.
The judge was really working with him because one of the first things the judge told him to do was that he had to go out and get a job. So
yeah, and so
to help him.
Yeah, because those board positions at Burisma don't just pop up every day, and the Chinese aren't just floating millions into the Biden family like on a normal basis. At least I would hope not.
No.
Of course, that could be.
Yeah, they are.
That could be the focus of an investigation here that might, land them all in prison. I mean, I know it certainly would with the Trump family. If the Trump family was taking money from foreign adversaries in such a way,
if they took an Amazon disc. An Amazon, damn it,
drone.
Mine went blank. No, an Amazon gift card, from China. they would be like, "Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you guys doing
Mhm.
over there?"
Oh yeah, they
That's 50
impeach him
bucks from
5
another
times.
country. What are you doing?
They'd probably reelect him just to impeach him again. If I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of people have been working together to try and keep Hunter safe.
Oh
But I
yeah,
also feel like they feel like it's failing, and I feel like people are starting to jump ship, including these, the social media platforms and
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh.
the news channels and everything are really starting to turn against him because they're actually pointing shit out now instead
You,
of saying, "Well, yeah, there's Biden, but what about Trump? Trump's doing this."
Mm-hmm.
It's more like, "Oh shit, Biden really is." What about this? And
I
people
heard
are actually asking questions. And that's I
I can
think that's
only
important.
imagine the amount of overtime hours the FBI has logged in to protect the Bidens. I mean, they must have been packing away, 80-hour
Oh
weeks,
yeah. We
just
actually
making
said that
sure.
before you joined, man, that we
It,
think that if Hunter does end up getting charged with all this and going to prison, I think before he sets foot in a prison, he'll be ousted.
oh yeah, or they'll disappear him.
the
Oh, Hunter died. He died of
never
brain
tried.
cancer like his brother Bo, and he's just gone. I'm convinced that Bo Biden faked his own death just to escape the shame that's associated, or he knew would be associated with the Biden family. If that's wrong of me, I could be wrong. He might not have faked his death. I would hope that that was the case. If not, then that is unfortunate. The brain cancer took Bo
Oh
Biden,
yeah.
but I tend to believe
I
it got the
knew
good brother and not the bad one.
I have a feeling that if my parents, if I knew my dad was a corrupt, rotting bag of oatmeal, I'd probably jump ship too and fake my death. you know?
I mean, especially as deep as it went, being that Hunter or that Bo Biden was a state attorney general, I think in Delaware.
Yeah.
If he had any inkling of what kind of money transfers had been going on in the Biden family, he might have wanted to distance himself from that. But I shouldn't sit here and speculate about a man that's passed or the brain. I feel bad that
Allegedly.
anybody would get cancer or brain cancer.
Right.
I would just hope that maybe he didn't really die. Maybe he just faked his death and disappeared because he's like, these people are crazy.
Dude, he's gonna be the
My
he's
dad,
gonna be the
my dad showers with
surprise.
my sister.
He's going to
Wouldn't
be.
that be some shit if he shows up out of nowhere and be
I
like,
was just gonna
"Hey,
say he's
I
gonna
got
be
some
like
shit to
the M
say."
Night Shyamalan twist at the end of the movie. He just comes out and reveals it all at the end.
I would like to call a surprise witness to the stand.
Son, don't call me son.
Joe grabs his heart. He has a heart attack right there. And then that would mean Kamala's president. Oh no.
Hey, Mister No
Oh,
One, you got
no.
anything to add?
This is never going to trial. You're never going to see Hunter or this case is going to somehow, some way stop. Because there's no way, if this goes to trial, you're going to have to subpoena the president. You're going to have to subpoena the Clintons. You're going to have to subpoena the Obamas.
The Obamas.
And there's just no way they're going to allow this to happen.
Right.
I heard the president in a video clip say that a reporter asked him, about Trump being reelected, and he basically said, we're going to use everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, I mean, I think it was Maxine Waters. Is that her name?
Peach 45. Peach 45.
Well, back after I think it was the first impeachment trial when that fell through. I think I do distinctly remember her on camera saying, "We're gonna do whatever it takes to get him out of here, and we're just gonna keep on trying." Something like that, something along those lines. It was a few years ago that happened because obviously, I mean, he's still in office.
They've thrown at Trump is something that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
it's just
major projecting.
They're
seems
giving us their own agenda. They're giving us their own narrative. So we just have to happily believe, yeah, there's aliens because the government said so. That's what I call them the demonic party, the Republicans and Democrats that are running this country.
Mm-hmm.
That's they're shoving this agenda down our throat, and it's not going to work. I believe they will go to war with whatever and whatever country, Russia or China, since Russia and China are working together, they're going to go to war with both of them to save their face, so they don't have to go through
Well,
trials.
the scary part about that is that we have given so much to Ukraine. We have sent out so much to Ukraine that there's all kinds of militaristic generals and people that are saying that if we went to any kind of major war, there's no way we could win because we just
No.
don't have the munitions to support it now.
We don't. We stopped making.
And it's going to take. They said, I believe it. They said it would take anywhere from 4 to 6 years just to replace the munitions that we sent out to Ukraine.
I don't know that they're being 100% truthful with our stockpiles in terms of making that kind of knowledge public. I do tend to think that they like to keep the enemies or the adversaries guessing so that they really don't know. It would be my hope that we have underground bunkers with a whole bunch of shit. But
and I'm sure we
not,
do to an extent, but I mean, we had to have taken a hit to our munitions. We sent a lot over there, man.
Yep.
We sent a lot over there. And it was a waste too, because most of it's either been destroyed or found on the black market. You know, there's all kinds of speculation of a lot of these munitions that we've been sending over and weaponry and everything being found on the black market, being sold.
I've been convinced for quite some time in terms of Ukraine, not to gravitate too far away from Hunter or charges or things like that, but I've been convinced for quite some time that this is nothing but a big money laundering operation in Putin and Zelensky
like
and the Bidens.
That article that I was talking about earlier, where MSNBC was talking about how Hunter Biden keeps on providing the GOP with all these scandals and all that stuff. I mean, even they started getting into his like art gallery and how he got into art, and like that's showing to be nothing but like, because I mean, he didn't just start selling those pieces for like, hey, here's like $20, $50, $100. No, like big ticket items.
First painting, here's $150,000.
Yeah, and I mean that's already been a proven way of
laundering money.
Yeah, laundering money.
And back to what you said, Brian, not to gravitate too far away from the Hunter Biden thing. The problem is everything that we're talking about, Ukraine included, has to do with the whole Biden family.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the whole reason why the president is pushing money over to Ukraine, because I think Ukraine has some kind of clutch on him saying, if you don't fucking help me, I'm going to tell your nation everything that you've been doing.
Yeah.
And your son been doing over here.
Going, and talking about that too, because I think that there was a time that somebody, can't remember his name now, but he kind of wanted to see some investigation into the corruption that was going on over there. And he approached Zelensky with what I remember to be described as a perfect phone call. It was perfect. And they impeached him for that phone call because they felt like he was trying to dig up dirt on his political adversary. Now, at that time, I don't even think I can't, I'm a little fuzzy on that time frame, whether or not Biden had entered the race during the initial COVID area or
no, he entered really late.
See, I'm not even sure that he was in the race yet to be qualified as an actual.
Yeah, he wasn't in the race when Trump made that call.
No, because I think that was in 2017, wasn't it? So it wasn't even like.
I don't think it was that early, but because
there was also a Ukrainian attorney general that Biden made sure that they because he was wanting to investigate the situation. And they fired him even though he didn't do anything wrong. Even the president at the time said he didn't do anything wrong. But we're going to let him go anyways because we weren't going to give him money if they didn't.
And so you fast forward today to what Trump was actually asking Zelensky about, hey, could you check into this, or, why is this guy fired, or, I'm not exactly sure what was said on that phone call, but from the gist of it, I seem to remember that Trump was asking Zelensky to look into or have people look into the kind of ties and corruption that might be going on. And honestly, I think what happened was Zelensky ran his little butt to the deep state or to Obama or Biden or was it Susan Rice? I don't know who he would have went to, but he went and tattled and said, hey man, this guy Trump, he's asking about all of our plans. And, I'd look back on it. I think that had Trump not won in 2016, Hillary would have been the president, and I believe that Putin would have invaded. He'd already taken Crimea during Obama's second term, so when Obama was more flexible, I think we all remember that conversation with
Yeah.
Dmitry. Obama telling Dmitry, tell Mr. Putin that I'll be more flexible in my second term. Well, lo and behold, that's when Crimea was taken. And I honestly think that had Hillary won in 2016, that invasion would have happened much sooner. And I think that's part of the reason that they're so pissed off at Trump was because he prevented their money laundering operation from redistributing all this money into the military industrial complex. And I don't live
the
too far away
tariffs he
from.
put on companies,
Oh, yeah.
he put on companies and everything for sending labor overseas and everything, that made everything boom in our country when he hit office. And Biden didn't take very long when he hit office to ixnay a lot of it.
A lot of it, like on the first day.
I will say
Yeah.
that the steel tariff was a bit of a disaster because that did cause the steel in our area to skyrocket. And
Was that with
felt it
China?
a little bit? Yeah. I think
Yeah.
the steel tariff with China. Yeah, that one didn't turn out too good, but I did like the
Yeah, but
premise
see, that's the
behind
thing.
tariffs.
That's the thing. That's why he did that, though, because he wanted to start our steel mills back
Yep.
up. There's
Yep.
no reason why we should have to import
Like, yeah,
it.
that
We can make it right here at
yeah,
home.
that's what
And there was
that's what I was going to get to. I mean, like the idea behind the steel tariffs, like because a lot of people were trying to point that out. Well, oh, look at this. This didn't turn out perfectly. And I'm like, you guys are missing like the broad picture.
the
of
grand
this.
scheme of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
Trump,
if he would have got a second term, how many of those steel? But you have people that are dragging their feet on that are saying no, because whether somebody's getting paid in the back so that China can continue to pump their crap steel, it would have been nice if we would have seen a second term, what the possibility might have been there.
And I mean, I'd still be willing to see another second term. I mean, we already know that he's running in 2024. Given all the other candidates that we have,
neither Trump
what's up?
or Biden is going to be a choice in 2024.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, I would be very surprised if they honestly try to run Biden again. I will be.
That would be hilarious.
You're seeing the media. His own media is starting to turn on him. So
yeah, Biden.
That they're done with him. They're trying to cut their ties. They're trying to show everybody, hey, we can't. He's not going to be able to do it anymore.
But if they do that, who's going to be their candidate? Because they don't like JF or RFK either.
No, they might put Kamala.
Their candidate.
Oh my God!
And is keeping quiet.
Do what?
Okay. Let's say they allow Biden to be impeached over this. They speed up the process. Figure they finally come. I mean, the evidence is clear that Biden is knee deep in this stuff.
Oh yeah,
they're on tape. There's human resources of credible witnesses that can pinpoint, yes, Joe Biden has been involved with a money laundering, pay to play scheme with other countries. He is a foreign agent. He is working for other governments. So they impeach him. Now they've got Kamala.
Yeah.
That's not going to win them re-election. So how do you replace, this isn't racist, so don't go there with me, but how do you replace a black woman who is president and yet still win the presidency? You put up Michelle Obama. That's the only way they can get out from under Kamala.
Then we'll have another Obama in office, and that will be
another Obama in office.
Flipping nightmare.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Then they can just keep pushing their agenda. So honestly, I feel like I was actually about to say something like that I'm afraid that might be their tactic. You know what I mean? To either get Kamala in there, glorify her, and be like, I can't believe Biden did this.
I think it would be
her to get her to run for another term to get her presidency.
Yeah, I honestly think like they probably would go with Michelle Obama over Kamala. Just at the base level, if they do try to run Joe Biden again and they don't impeach him, I fully give up with elections, and I don't think this is a serious country anymore because there is no way. Like you even see it in the media these days. Like people aren't backing up Biden like they used to. Like they take it off the soft gloves, and they're actually starting to get a little bit more critical with him on what he's doing. But yeah, if
Well,
they try
it
to
still
run him
bugs me
again, I
about
give
the
up.
whole. It still bugs me about the whole election thing because my buddy has been a truck driver for years, and he said during that whole election time,
Mm-hmm.
he couldn't understand how much so many people voted for Biden when he'd be driving down the road and see Trump, 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 Trump. You know,
Careful, this
like
is
almost
YouTube.
everywhere he went, and he traveled all over the world, you know, or all over the country. He's a truck driver, over the road truck driver.
Hey, I oh, where'd it go?
Oh,
We lost him.
Where? Hello.
But I do want to say it is completely 100% accurate fact that 81 million people did vote for Joseph R. Biden. I mean, he's the most popular president that we've had ever. Most popular. We do not no, there's absolutely no way that he did not get 81 million votes. We all know that to be completely true. Let's check with this guy. Make sure you agree, right, that Joseph R. Biden did get 81 million votes, right? I mean, it would just be nonsense to think anything else, right?
I thought it was 82 million.
I mean, he is the most popular guy. I mean, he's got the jokes. He's got the ice cream. I mean, who wouldn't vote for this guy? He's got the best way of going upstairs. I mean, who can walk? Everybody can walk upstairs. It takes
He's got
talent.
3 legs, like kids like to pet.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If they run Joe Biden, okay.
Well,
I
hey,
don't
real
see
quick,
I
guys.
don't see it.
Real quick. Hold up. Real quick. I do want to inform anybody, if you guys are watching the show, this is an open panel discussion, and you guys are more than welcome to hop on, speak your piece, go into the live chat, click the link in there, and you will be brought in. You don't have to have your video on if you don't want. I get some people like the anonymity, and I mean, there are jobs out there that will throw you right out the door just for speaking your opinion on the internet. But you know,
Yeah,
you either got to make a stand or you don't. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
I would love somebody to have the opposite, a
Hmm.
pro Biden or pro Hunter.
Oh yeah, come on.
I would love somebody like that to come on here.
See, that's why.
Educate us.
Yeah, that's why I like.
Help me understand what I'm not seeing. Am I not seeing this as what it is, or am I believing?
If you can't look and just see that he's corrupt, I don't give a shit what you're going to try and explain. If you can't see that dude is corrupt, and there's something wrong with the Biden family.
Well, I mean, and that's another reason why I want to be on more on YouTube instead of Rumble, because Rumble is like it's
Yeah,
kind of an echo
one-sided.
chamber. Yeah, it's kind of an echo chamber, and you're only going to get like people from one side. I mean, you do get dissenters on there. Like there are some lefties that hop over to Rumble and say some things, but that is why I like YouTube a little bit more, and that's why I like Twitter and stuff like that, because you can have these engagements with people who do think differently than you. So yeah, I openly welcome it. Like anybody can come on and like tell us that, you know, Biden is this angel and he's.
But they don't even have to say that. I mean, just state a difference of opinion, or you know,
Yeah.
what's so.
I mean, I'm willing as an American citizen. Fine.
To listen.
In jail. You want Trump in jail? Fine. Put him in jail, but also put in the Bidens
Mhm.
and the Obamas and the
And the
Clintons.
Bushes.
I mean, if he has really been that much of a lawbreaker, and if what Trump has really done defiles our justice system, that he needs to be in jail, fine, put him there.
Mhm.
But then the people that are doing the same thing, put them in there too. I mean, you know, but if it's going to be, well, not on our side, only on your side,
Yeah.
well then screw you. You know, I'm not going to believe you. I'm not.
Yeah, the
gonna,
whole two-tier justice system. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Do as I say, not as I do.
yeah.
That leads to nowhere good. After a period of time, maybe a generation, things are going to slide so hard that eventually it's going to pop, and it's not going to be fun.
That's what we're at. I mean, no,
No, not yet. It hasn't boiled yet.
knows what truth is. nobody understands what truth is. Nobody understands what justice is.
Well, they all
Because-
We
their
got
own
the
truth.
bubbles at the edge of the pan right now. We're not quite boiling over, but it's coming.
Well, I think a lot of people are
believe we'll be in
complacent
war
because
before the next- I believe the next president election is going to be under wartime, so that Biden will still have to be in office. That's another
war
option.
president.
If we're declared war, they can't have an election.
I think a lot of
Yep.
Americans that are of the voting that would be inclined to vote, because we do for the most part have very low voter turnout, and in recent elections we've seen those numbers come up. I mean, they claim Joe got 81 and Trump got, so that's almost like half of the country, maybe a little less, maybe like 40%.
Oh, at
But
least it's a
still,
voting.
in a republic that had that functions, with democratic elections, you would think that people would exercise that right to have more of that say, and it is quite a low number. But yeah, I'm hearing something. I thought I heard music. Maybe we're quitting.
Oh, no. No, not yet. Not yet.
Good. I got like 3 hours
No,
in me. I don't know about you guys. You
I don't
guys
know
good?
about
I
3
actually
hours.
have to cut out because I got company coming soon. I already been on here about an hour, but
Pull them on the screen and have them debate it out with you. That's
Yeah.
bringing people into
No.
your home.
Hey, yo,
the guy that's coming over has no idea about any of this. Could care less. He's like 24 years old and carries no opinion about nothing.
well,
really,
this is the
so.
perfect time to start molding him.
That's what I was what I was starting to say, was a lot of those voters that would be inclined to vote are so entertained that by their phones, by their computers, by I don't think they're that immersed in this, into it, like your friend.
I mean, I have heard some
Yeah.
actual people like bring up good intellectual arguments on like why they think the way that they do on the left side.
But they're few and far between, man. That's
Yeah.
the thing, especially with the younger people, like Brian was saying, man. Most people that are anywhere from like 15 to about 30 are more interested in being on their phone and playing some stupid phone game or flipping through TikTok, or rather than worrying about where the hell our country is going. And that's the problem. A lot of us are not worried enough about where our country's going. And before we know it, we're going to end up a third world country. And these people that were so into their phones are going to be like, "The
well,
fuck
I mean,
happened?"
that's where it gets into like what Mr. No One over here was saying, where nobody knows truth. It's like everybody has their own idea on what would be disastrous for this country. Like if the conservatives take over, oh, women are going to be oppressed, and gays are going to be thrown under the bus and all that stuff. But then if the left takes over, oh, there's going to be gay prides going on in elementary schools and all the, like, everybody has their own understanding of like what's going to be bad. And like this is where he's correct on that. Like, yeah, like I mean, we have to have like fine an absolute standard on like what is good and bad in this country, and like that's
And we don't anymore. It's tragically skewed.
That's where we're falling apart. That's the biggest thing, is that and I'd honestly like to attribute it to the liberalization, like, because I know like a big buzzword that's been in the media for a long time is all these stupid liberals, and like they're always referring to the left. But I mean, then you talk to like right wingers and stuff like that. They are liberal. Like there are a lot of liberal right wingers, like where like they're all about my rights and all this stuff. Like I mean, like I don't know. It's going on a bit of a tangent, but
Hunter Biden probation.
Anyways, I got to cut out, guys. Not to interrupt, but I got to cut out. Brian, it was nice seeing you again.
It was great to
next
see
time,
you.
Big Rick. And we'll see you hopefully next week too. Take care, guys.
Yep.
Later. All right, now I cannot stand that Charlie guy. He really gets under my skin.
Oh, he's awesome. Listen to you.
Man, can't believe all
Hey,
these things.
you're just jealous because he has friends that come over.
How
True.
dare he have friends?
How dare you? But no, yeah, like no, I honestly hope this.
Lizard. What? Go ahead. We can keep going.
Did you say you got attacked by a lizard?
No, I'm gonna go get my wife a blizzard.
Oh, well, grab me one too. But no, I really do hope that something comes like to fruition with this whole Hunter Biden thing. Like I see with like the plea deal getting knocked down. I mean, yeah, it just could be like legalistic mumbo jumbo. Like the case wasn't brought to the judge in the proper way, and I don't know. I really do hope that we do see some accountability. Do you guys? Okay. You were just sitting there all stoic. I was like, I know I saw him freezing, and I was like, wait, did I just lose connection?
No, you're good. No, and I agree with you. I mean, it would be nice to see that.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold up. I'm going to adjust your volume real quick, though.
Oh, you're hearing my air?
Yeah, you're like really loud. But, okay, now you're good. Yeah, no, there definitely needs to be accountability. I mean, on both sides. Like, if they have, like, something legitimate on Trump.
Sure.
Like,
and I think most conservative, most MAGA people would probably be of that opinion that, yeah, if there's something that can be articulated, in terms of, legal prosecution, if you really got something that you're just not, it's not like a jaywalking thing either. Like, we'll only charge Trump with this, despite the fact that everybody's done this since Bush, senior.
And I mean, I think one thing, because I was gonna say, yeah, there are some crazy people in the MAGA field that would be like, no, he can get away with murder and all that stuff. But I mean, like, what people don't realize is that we have that on both sides. I mean, there's like this whole extremist thing. Like, you can find it everywhere in every single little section. But yeah, that's what we got to get back to. I mean,
sure,
if
then
we ever have
the left has that too. And I gotta say, out of all the Trump rallies that I've listened to, from the time he's come out on stage to the time he leaves, I have never heard him really at all back that sort of fringe edge of that movement.
No doubt.
And I don't think he promotes it in terms of like, yeah, you get them for me, people. Not like, and I don't think any wise politician would do that. But even though those fringe people are out there in the MAGA party, I don't think that they're by any means a large number of the common sense people that think, I don't know, America had a better time.
In the MAGA crowd, the only thing that I really want to see stop is the people who keep on painting Trump as Jesus and saying that he is the second coming. Like, if you guys are doing that, knock it off.
There's some people, his name's Trump.
Get into the whole...
look in scripture, the Antichrist, and I think it's Jeremiah or Ezekiel or something. You can look at his name, and it says Trump will be the.
Your connection is going out. You're bouncing all over the place.
Somewhere I saw something, All right, I'll just shut up until I get back. I'll be right back.
Right on.
I'll listen.
I mean, that kind of sounds a bit like some gematria type stuff. Like, have you ever heard of gematria?
I haven't.
Is this I want to say that it's Kabbalistic. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that there's this thing where like each letter has a number, and like when you put all the it's really wild. I was trying to get through watching somebody go through all of that, and I was like, no, absolutely not. Because you could like, I was watching somebody else go through it, and he was like trash talking to the people that were doing this, and he had a great system where he was like tweaking it to like get the words that he wanted from the code. Yeah, like, so I don't know. I don't think that Trump is the Antichrist. I don't think he's the guy. He could be a Antichrist, maybe. I mean, because
I would agree with that.
I mean, who knows? But
I kind of feel like Trump's getting a bad name on this because I think at the end of the day, Trump is just saying what's on the minds of a lot of Americans, and he's saying it the way that they think it. And there's a lot of people that don't think like Trump, but then there's people that really do, and they're like, yeah, this guy makes sense. He's not all about the. But
see that's where that's where it gets dangerous, is where like somebody starts saying all the right things and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, I do agree with him, but the only thing that I wish is that if he is going to tout himself as a Christian, to stop listening to whatever his woman faith advisor is saying about how we need to learn from the Jews and all that stuff. And he's got to stop wearing the yarmulke and going to the Israel wall. I mean,
and I'm fine with different faiths. We spent 2 decades fighting the Muslims, and it wasn't like it wasn't jihad. It wasn't, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who his spiritual advisor is, so I don't know how deep that rabbit hole goes.
I was looking into it a little bit. She's a part of that whole prosperity gospel or whatever, where like if you love Jesus enough, you will become wealthy.
Okay.
So yeah. right there, it's like, no, you bullshitting. Get out of here. But sure. I mean, to say that like Christians need to like start learning from because today's Jewish people are not like, if you go into the Bible and read about like Old Testament Jewish people, like, because Rabbinic Judaism and Talmudic Judaism all started after the death of Christ. Like that right. that all came after, and they say a bunch of horrible stuff about Christ that I'm just not going to say on here. And that's why I have issues with people who call themselves Christians saying that stuff, because I mean, like if you start looking into it, like they're like, even Christians going over to Israel and trying to talk about Christianity over there, I've seen them get spat on and like pretty much ran out of town. Like, you're not allowed to do it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's so that's my issue. That's my issue. Stop doing that, guys.
So they talk about those sorts of things out here on Brave, huh?
Do what?
They talk about those sorts of things out here on Brave.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Well, what this Brave thing is I use the Brave search engine instead of like Google and all that stuff. I like Brave.
Oh.
So this is a something that I'm trying new. I think it's easier because the last time we did it through Discord. But I think it's easier if like we want people like jumping into the conversation, they can just click a link and jump right into the video instead of
that'd be cool.
Discord.
Why isn't anybody showing up?
Right. What are you guys doing?
Well, just click the link and come in and tell us what you think. Take the conversation in a direction you want to see it go.
Right. Well, it does say we might not have anybody watching either.
That's okay too if I'm just talking.
But hey, if you guys do come across this video later in your life,
don't click the link and expect to get your live. That's not going to happen.
Definitely not.
See,
definitely not.
What you want to do is queue up and subscribe, hit the like button, and get notifications on so that you know the next time that this is going to happen. And just like that, hi, welcome.
Am I back?
Hey. But also, go down to the description. Hello. We hear you. Do you hear us? Don't get in a car accident while you're on the stream. Playing with your phone and driving is not a good idea, sir. But yeah, go down to the description. I got the link tree down there. We got a Discord. We got a Telegram. We got Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. I share a lot of crazy stuff on there. And hello? Yeah, put your sunglasses on. You can't hear? For real.
I think you just robbed that 7-Eleven.
I don't know. Apparently he can't hear us, so I don't know what's going on. You're just gonna have to figure it out whenever you stop driving. But definitely don't mess with your phone while you're doing all this stuff.
If he can't hear us, I think this is a perfect time to discuss.
We're just gonna start talking crap about him. I mean, it's not like you can hear us anyway, so.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello. Yeah, we get it. We know you can't hear us. Hey, try cutting out and then joining back in. Yeah, there you go. I see the for real in the live chat. Yes, for real. Don't play with your phone while you're driving. That's a bad idea. Bad idea. Not a good idea. But yeah, no, like I said, links down in the description. Join up. You know, share memes with us, share stories with us. If you need somebody to talk to, you need that good old buddy, you know. Yeah.
Or come in just stark raving mad. Whatever you
That
want to
too.
do.
I'll come in and just be like, debate me. I'll talk to crazy people. I do it all the time.
Dingo ate my baby.
Dingo ate my baby. But yeah, no, yes, it is a very bad idea. If you're back in, you're gonna have to turn on your camera and turn on your mic. Just like, but you might want to wait till you get home.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Since the plea deal fell through for Hunter, they haven't he hasn't been back to court again, right? They haven't reached
I don't
any
think
new.
so.
So it seems like there's something in there in the legal process that needs to finish out. This is interesting.
Do you have a clone now? Ooh. I do like the sound that makes though.
Ooh. Ooh.
This is pretty cool too. Brave's doing some pretty good stuff. If you guys are still using Google as your search engine, I would say get off of there and go to Brave. Brave does a lot of good things where it doesn't like track you and all that stuff. Everything.
But does it?
Yeah, I know. DuckDuckGo was saying this.
Hello?
Hello.
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 Why is there two of you?
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
listening to you.
Okay. But yeah, I know DuckDuckGo was saying the same thing. From what I've seen with Brave, I don't trust any of these people that are coming out and being like, you know, we got your best interest in mind. I think that they do a pretty good job. They're also tied in with like crypto and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. I like Brave a lot better. I just like it. I don't necessarily trust it, but I trust it more than Google.
Yeah.
I won't use Chromecast or any of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I use it for porn, the girls call me back.
Oh my gosh.
Gross. Everything is tracked. Yes. I agree with you in the live chat.
Yep.
I don't go on to porn sites. I was just joking.
And you're a liar.
I really don't.
I mean,
if you got to say it, you know.
I mean that brings up a topic. I can't remember what state it was, but they were putting some heavy restrictions on
Had to be.
Do what?
Nothing. I was thinking it had to be Florida.
No, it wasn't Florida. I want to say, man, I cannot.
Yeah, they did something with Pornhub, didn't they?
Yeah, they put some restrictions.
Utah?
I think it might have been Utah.
I
don't
Sounds
know.
like something they would have done.
Right. All they did was say that you had to put in your ID that stated that you were old enough to go onto their website.
Oh wow.
Which I totally agree that's like that's the least that they could do. I mean, I would say ban them all outright, but not
Yeah.
everybody's not like me. But I mean, that is the very least that you could do. And Pornhub had a big old fit about it. And like, well, we're not going to subject our people to giving out their private information. I was like, and then they had the audacity to say, yes, we agree that like we don't want minors going on our site, but at the same time, my liberties and all that bullshit. They were, yeah, because that's a really big problem is that you have most boys these days their first time seeing like pornography is at like 10, 11 years old. And it's not like back when like you took your dad's porn mags and like it was just like mild stuff. Like these days they're seeing just the most grotesque stuff that like is complete.
Large chocolate brownie extreme. Sorry, $14.96. You want lids?
Please.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Hopefully
We're getting blizzards delivered.
Thank you for the blizzards. But no, yeah, I mean it's.
Did you mute me?
I did mute you because you just came in all super loud. Yeah, nice. I like your blizzard. Yeah, you got another one. Where's mine? Send it to me via carrier pigeon. But no, I mean that is a huge problem. I think that's definitely a big indicator on like the mental state of like most young people these days. Because I was just in this mall the other day and like it's. Like I get it. There's always been those kids that like they just want to be rebels and they want to wear like the different clothes because every single generation wants to be different from their parents and all this stuff. But it's getting weird out there.
It is.
It's getting weird out there. I and people are like, quit judging them. They can do what they want. Not in public. You want to like.
That reminds me of when.
He just ordered our blizzards. This, yeah, I know.
I have no butt. Okay, so back in the day, I was one of the first people that like had their pants down because I didn't have a butt to hold up my pants. But then everybody started copping me and like wearing their pants all the way down. And I just remember, you're talking about fashion and young people and everything, and that just seems so ridiculous to me. Mine was because I just had no butt. I didn't mean to. I did my best to keep pulling my britches up, but it went full blown weird.
Yeah, that is
running, but his pants was at his knees.
Yeah, that's a fashion trend that I wish that I never became susceptible to. That it like I don't have a lot of regrets in my life. That is definitely one of them, though. That's definitely one of them. The whole pants sagging thing.
If I'm not mistaken, that came not as a fashion in free society, but in prison.
Yeah,
that was a prison deal where guys that were easy on the back door.
Been to prison.
No, the fashion trend.
It started in prison, though. The guys that were easy in the rear end would wear their pants that way in prison, and somehow it transferred over. I heard that. I don't know. Maybe it was on Joe.
I have heard that a lot, and I'm willing to bet that is true. No evidence whatsoever, but my feelings are going to be the basis for this evidence, since that is what is leading most factual statements in mainstream media today, is our feelings. So, if you guys are out there, like, yeah, it's oh my gosh, it's getting so stupid with that whole, like, I mean, I at least had the courtesy to when I was doing it, I would wear a longer shirt, that way you weren't seeing my ass. But kids these days are wearing like these skinny jeans down below. Shut up. But they're wearing these skinny jeans and then these tight shirts to where all you're seeing is jeans, then all their boxers, then their shirts, and it's definitely one of my biggest regrets. Don't like it. But
we all have regrets.
Not regrets.
I voted for Obama the first time. I bought the.
I did vote for
Wait,
Obama the first
I
time.
voted for Obama the first time.
And then I didn't vote the following year. And then the next year Trump was running, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go for him. Did you go? Okay. I was like, you were getting stoic again. I didn't know whether or not you were frozen or not. You do that really well, where you just...
No. Family out picking weeds in their garden. That's nice.
Oh. I
I'm
see
gonna have to exit the screen for a moment.
You what?
I'm gonna have to take in this blizzard to my wife. I'll be right back.
Okay. I did
Just
notice...
throw it out the window as you're passing by.
Yeah, just throw it. Delivery system. She's hearing you right now, so... But, yeah, no, I see that they're still trying to go with this whole alien thing. I see that there's having hearings about this. And just so, if anybody is interested, I do writings, and I actually just did a really nice article about how aliens are, in fact, demons. Go to Substack, cohpodcast.substack.com. It's one of my latest articles. Go check it out. Let me know what you think about it. But yeah, aliens are demons.
How do we know?
Absolutely.
Because there's only if there is oh, I just lost my train of thought. I don't know. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day here.
I know that there's no such things as aliens
because you've seen the cow mutilations and know that a human being could do that with precision.
Yes.
I work with a guy who had a cow mutilated on his ranch.
Oh, really?
And the close up, I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I've known this guy. I know we've talked for a long time. And I know that whatever he saw has him convinced that people didn't do it. It's just you just don't see shit like that. And they've tried to replicate that before, and you really can't.
they're demons.
True.
Nowhere in Scripture does it say he created aliens. He says he created man and woman, every beast and crawly thing, everything that swims.
Yeah, that's what I was going to.
I mean,
what about the Watchers?
Absolute. Those were angels.
Well, were they all, or
wait? The Watchers were the ones that actually lusted after the women, and that's why the flood came. And if you read the book of Enoch, he went into great detail of what these Watchers were all about and how they trained man, taught man, but they had sex.
That sounds pretty
Nephilim.
alien.
They had Nephilims, and God had to wipe them out.
Well, hold up. What are demons?
What are demons?
They're fallen angels.
Fallen angels. So if it
took a third of the legion with him,
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Well, you don't know if that's a lot because you don't know how big the legion is.
It is. I can't.
I believe a legion is 100,000.
Well, I don't. Possibly, I know that I've heard this.
Or 1,000.
I was actually just doing. I was listening to somebody talk about this a while ago, so I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but I know that it is kind of described in scriptures, like it's not like completely like pinpoint accurate on how many angels there were, but it does say that there was like a lot that fell.
But they did say a third fell, didn't they?
Yeah. But then to grasp how many angels were actually in existence, I mean.
Yeah, they didn't have an overall number, but
just like it says in the 5th or 6th Trump, where a third of mankind will die. We don't really have a good number of that, but we know it's a third. I mean, what's the exact number? Nobody knows, but you can find in Hebrews where it says thousands upon thousands of angels just worship the Lord God Almighty constantly. There's many angels He did create in different stages or forms or
right, and some of those were lost because when
they chose to go a different way. They were never lost.
Yeah, you're right. They were cast out. They weren't lost. They were chucked out.
Right.
And I guess if you're going to say that that's aliens, there couldn't be anything more alien to Earth than these beings. And who knows what they really.
Then I would believe in aliens.
Yeah. So
that's the definition.
essentially, what I was trying to say when I had my little brain fart is that, like, if you are coming from a Christian perspective and the only intelligent beings who are able to, like, use logic and reasoning would either be angelic or human, because we don't have any animals that have any of those receptors like that. So if there were intelligent life form, even if they're, like, on the vast far side of, like, how many ever galaxies, who knows, if they were, yeah, they'd be demons.
Okay, what if the whole precept of your sentence is based off a lie? What if the Earth is the center of the universe?
It probably
and that's
is.
all He made, and the stars are just lights to light our night and guide people, and I mean, you know, for ships.
Are you trying to get into some flat Earth stuff?
I'm not saying that if the government will lie to us about so many things, it's because they've conditioned our minds not to accept what is real.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean, we have been conditioned with so many lies and so
Tavistock.
many. It's just all this that's come to a head right now. Aliens, crooked politicians, wars. The way we are divided as a people, that has been in plans for a long time. I mean, they've been working towards this. This is their goal.
Well, I mean, a good thing that I like to point at is one of the first people to, like, really come out publicly, like, writing about, like, UFOs and aliens and all that stuff, like, where it, like, became, like, sweeping across, like, the nations and all this stuff, was a writer by the name of H.G. Wells. He wrote a book, War of the Worlds, I believe it was. I want to say it is that. Yeah, he wrote that book. He was also a part of this writers group that was working with the Wellington House, which became the Tavistock Institute, which the Wellington House was responsible for putting out a bunch of World War I propaganda. And that's how they got, like, a lot of the British people over there to support, like, going to war during World War I. And H.G. Wells was one of those people, and actually wrote about how he was a part of that and all that stuff. So, I mean, interesting stuff to look into with H.G. Wells, especially when you take into account, like, when you look into the story of War of the Worlds, it was pretty much saying that you know, if these people, if you guys don't, like, create, like, this globalization of governments and, like, do a whole new world order thing, if you guys don't do that, there's going to be these bad aliens that come, and I don't know. It's pretty interesting when you start looking into all of it. But
so we've been formed to think a certain way.
Oh, social engineering is definitely a big thing. Like, you look, like Tavistock was. I've talked about them before. Like, they were responsible for, like, doing a lot of research on, like, some of our social trends. I can't remember what the social trend was in the 20s. The flappers. I think it was. Was that something that's the word that comes to mind when I think about it. But no, they did like a lot of research and development into like things that would like drive society to like act a certain way, and like they put it out into the public. And like now we even have like the Rand Institute over here in America, which is RAND in research and development, and they're doing the same exact thing. And they have like a lot of things with this whole like military industrial complex thing that they're feeding a bunch of information into.
And another thing with the aliens, picture if you will with me. I heard somebody explain to me like this, and it makes a lot of sense. All right. Okay, so there's an alien that lives 100,000 light years away in a different galaxy. I don't know where the closest one is, they say, but it's like 100 million light years away or whatever. So that means it takes to travel a light year, it takes 100, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you find an alien race that's advanced enough to figure out how to bend time and reality to travel through space at an accelerated space or speed. They get here, and you're telling me they travel all this way, and at the last mile they crash. Somehow something goes wrong and they crash. I mean, they've gone all the way across the universe, and then they get to Roswell, New Mexico, of all places, and they crash. It's just so phony. It's just.
Well, in the article that I had just written, if anybody wants to go check out, I did reference back in the 40s to the 60s, for about 23 years, the U.S. government was doing a lot of research into this stuff. It's called Project Blue Book, and I think there was about 12,000 reports that they were investigating, and only 700 of those were left unidentified. Like, they still don't know what it was. But I mean, that brings up the point of like, okay, so 700 times, because like if you look into like a lot of the reports that were coming up, I mean, they like, and like I don't doubt that these people do experience like this stuff, and like I do definitely agree that people are seeing this stuff. I'm not saying that at all, but to say that aliens came here in a span of 23 years, at the very least 700 times, like if they can't identify those, and we can at least say, like, you know, that's iffy stuff right there. Like, I don't know, it's all weird. But Brian, you got anything?
I'm kind of drawing a blank right now. I was soaking it in. I was watching the show.
Like, what's going on? But I'm gonna have to shut this down. We're gonna have a conversation another time, because it's getting a little late for me, and I got to be up in the morning. But it's been a pretty good conversation. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me go and get my wife a blizzard during the show.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a bit late. I'll be on time next time.
Right on. Yeah, we are gonna. I think I am gonna start doing this more often. We might do like a regular show, maybe sometime in the future, where we just go back to playing a bunch of videos and showing articles and stuff like that. But I like this idea to give people an opportunity to come in and actually like speak what they want to speak. You know, open up a panel and like. Oh well.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what was that?
Yeah, no doubt. How'd you do that?
It's a funny little tool that Brave Talk lets you do. Yeah. But yeah, no, go down into the no, you don't get to speak right now. You guys keep it up. I'm gonna mute the both of you. But yeah, go down into the video description. I got the links for everything. Join the Discord, join the Telegram, follow me on Twitter, follow the show on Facebook. Go and like and subscribe all of our videos and stuff like that. You're not allowed to speak. But yeah, see, you can come in and have fun like this, you know.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like the idea of using this Brave Talk. I was thinking about looking into Zoom, but you got to pay for Zoom, and I don't like that. But we might just use it like this. I think it's easier for people to just go into the live chat, click the link, jump in here. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to come into the Discord, get verified and approved, and maybe we could like start doing some Discord chats and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. On that note, I'm gonna bail out of here. You guys have a good night. Or you got to do your.
I mean, if you guys want to jump out, that's fine. I can close out the episode.
All right, I'll go. You have a
Thank
good
you for
one.
having us, Ricky.
Yep. Take it easy, guys.
Yep.
Bye. And it's just me. Let me go over here. Hey, this is the normal setting for everything. But yeah. Down there, cohpodcast.substack.com. Go check out the articles that I write on Substack, do all that good stuff. Go down into the video description, like I was saying. Click the links, do all that good stuff. Like, share, follow, subscribe, leave comments, let us know what you think, all that good stuff. We like the feedback. So just let us know. I'm going to run this ad real quick. That way possible new viewers know where to find us. So let's do this here. A couple of Hoosiers podcasts. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, CastBox, pretty much anywhere that you get your podcast. We do a live stream show, sometimes on YouTube, sometimes on Rumble. Who knows? But then after that, we upload the video and the audio everywhere that you can get. But if you want to get everything all in one place, go to cohpodcast.substack.com. I write blogs, articles, whatever you want to call them. I write a lot of interesting stuff, so go check it out. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I'm gonna end this because I gotta go. So, bye.